And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's your favorite truck driver in the whole wide world. It's Bitcoin Ben here for the daily. Whoa! I forgot. Hang on one second. Hold, please. I gotta send my boy a link here real quick. Hang on a second. 1 second. Close that. I'm telling you guys, things are getting crazy. Things are getting crazy. Hold, please. You guys, the inflation, inflation keeps on freaking going up. And it's literally like no one is even realizing how screwed, and I mean literally screwed, that these people are getting us to. We are absolutely screwed. But not us. Not us. Not us in the crypto world. There we go. I just sent him a link there. Sorry about that, Patrick. It's been a crazy morning here all morning with Asia. Oh, folks, we have a show for you guys today. All right. Number one, Asia is officially passing the ETF next week. All last night, that's all I heard. Asia next week. Asia next week. And I'm like, damn, that's awfully quick. That is awfully quick for Japan and Hong Kong. It's in a race, folks. These countries are in a race to literally get the Bitcoin as soon as possible. Because they know. I'm going to show you a clip. Here he is. There he is. Sorry, Patrick. It's as crazy as always up here. Okay. As I was saying, before Patrick rudely interrupted me, here I want to play this real quick and get your reaction, Patrick.
Hotter than expected, 3.5. This is 3/10 hotter than we looked at in the rearview mirror, 3.2. To find a bigger number than 3.5, you're going back to May of last year when it was, I am wrong, September of last year when it was 3.7. And finally, what many would consider the most important number, year over year, CPI core, 3.8. Hotter than expected equals the rear view mirror. To find a higher number, January was 3.9. And what's the lowest it's been of late? Well, 3.8. Our last look and what we have today actually is the lowest since 3.0 in April of 21. The issue is it's still running hot. Hotter than expected.
Do you think they have inflation under control?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely they do. Absolutely, they do. And the Democrats in California are helping things too.
Really, what happened?
Well, the $20 an hour
Oh yeah,
wages, fast food restaurants shutting down faster than George Michael can drop to his knees. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
like George Michael's at a public restroom.
What was it? Pizza Hut has 500 restaurants nationwide. The vast majority of them are in California, and I believe they're shutting down all of their restaurants in California.
Yeah,
All of the Yum brand outfits are, if they're not shutting down, they're going to kiosks and getting rid of employees. These idiots never saw this coming, and the Keynesians believe that it's okay. We're going to help everybody out. To hell with capitalism. We have to do what feels good, and you're going to reap what you sowed, you idiots. We've been telling you this for God knows how long. There's something to be said for the Austrian School of Economics. Yeah, it's coming home in spades, baby.
yeah, and this isn't like this is new information.
No.
If you artificially raise wages without an equal productivity jump, inflation is going to happen because you're not producing more. You're artificially raising the cost of production.
Well, and everything up and down the line has to increase as a result of that. So, yeah, the dominoes fall in both directions here, and good luck, and good luck. I keep your powder dry, folks. Keep your powder dry, because there's a lot of SOBs that are going to be out of a job, and they're coming looking for your shit.
Yep. I cannot stress enough how much once we wrap this up and we go over to the private server, I have an interview with Lawrence Lepard. I don't know if you know who that is, but this guy is an old school Austrian economics guy. I actually met him at an event that I was at a couple of months ago here in Florida. We were on the exact same stage, and we're sitting there talking about inflation and ETFs and all this stuff. And other than me, he was the only one that really was like, people don't understand where we're at historically in the life of our US dollar. This is the end, folks. Did somebody bring up that friggin' Doors song? This is the end, my friend. And I love how they say, well, this is unexpectedly high. I'm not surprised.
No. Bonds have been moving in that direction for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody's scratching their head over this one, they haven't been paying attention to their passbook savings interest rates. I mean, where do you think that comes from? That's all bond funded.
Yeah. And we are going $1 trillion more in debt every 90 days. And in about, what was it? In about 120 days, that will shift from every 90 days to every 80 days. This is the spiral.
Yeah, it's the turd going down the bowl.
Yes, it is. And the turd is your dollars you're hanging on to. That's why why do you think Asia is breaking their necks to launch a friggin' ETF, a physical ETF, Bitcoin? They open them up next week. Next
week?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Coming up on 420?
Oh, I know, right?
And I'm not talking about anything for you weed heads.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, here we go. Right here. All right. The U.S. Bitcoin ETFs took the price from 45,000 to 70,000. That's an 80% increase in 3 months. Expect a similar outcome from Asia approving Bitcoin ETFs next week, along with the halvening. Are you mentally prepared for $100,000 Bitcoin? And Lawrence, in this interview, now mind you, this is not me saying this. This is not an ex-truck driver saying this. This is Lawrence Lepard. All right, this guy is old school. He goes by the numbers. He don't give a shit about nothing but numbers. And he in this interview, he breaks it down. He says, this is simple. It's just math. You have a shrinking supply. You have ETFs that are eating up friggin' Bitcoin like they're Pac-Man. And you have retail that hasn't even really jumped in yet. He explains using numbers. Okay, once they launch in Asia, if it's equivalent to what happened with the Americans, because when he says Asia, he means Hong Kong, he means Japan, he means South Korea, he means Indonesia, and this isn't even including the friggin' Middle East. They're lining up ETFs in Dubai right now. What is their group over there? I can't remember. It's a group of all of those friggin' Middle East. All right, yeah, UAE, United
Arab Emirates.
Arab Emirates. That's Qatar. That's Saudi Arabia. That's all of those oil-rich people. Folks, you have to understand historically what this is. When the UAE launches their ETFs, that's them. That's the equivalent of the 1970s when they made the deal with America and created the petrodollar. Now the petrodollar's dying. That's why oil is above 80, whatever it is now, screaming towards $100. Because the dollar, just like we just played you, is losing purchases. 3 and whatever it was, like 3 and then 3.8 or whatever.
Yeah.
In 7 months, that's 50%. In 7 months, it's going to lose overall 50%. Because that's month over month. That isn't year over year. That's month over month.
How long ago was it hovering around 1%?
Was that 2022?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. And folks, if you don't think that the banks are in trouble, you can't go from 0% interest to wherever we're at now, 5.7 or something like that. The true interest rates, housing hit like 7.2 recently, I think. A home loan is now about 7.2. That's crushing the housing industry, except in certain areas like Florida. They don't give a crap. They're paying cash. All the rich folks are moving to Florida and Texas. It's this is countries, and I've said this for years, that the nuclear weapon that will be used against the Federal Reserve will be Bitcoin. Because as soon as Asia, folks, you have to understand, we're talking Hong Kong. If you don't realize, Hong Kong makes London look like a pauper. Hong Kong is the Asian equivalent of New York. Because, and China, do you know why the price of gold is skyrocketing? It isn't because of the Western world. No. It's China. China, the people in China are literally, they're waiting in line for days to buy gold. Now they're going to be able to put their money into Bitcoin legally through an ETF of the largest bank in China. And they just announced, what was like 2 days ago, or no, like last week, that the China post office is going to hold Bitcoin ETFs in reserves for the retirement plan. That's the largest retirement plan in the world. Bueller? Anybody paying attention here, folks? Hold on 1 second. Word from the sponsor. If you don't have a Liberty laptop or a crypto laptop, you've lost your ever-loving mind, folks.
Ever wondered how safe your online activities really are? How secure is your digital footprint? In the vast realm of the internet, privacy and security are paramount. Without adequate protection, your personal data might be at risk. There are solutions to these issues, and today we're going to talk about two of them. Introducing Liberty laptops from CALIX Solutions. These cutting-edge devices are meticulously designed to bolster online privacy, providing you the liberty to surf the internet incognito. The World Wide Web can be a wild frontier, but with Liberty laptops, your online privacy is always protected. We also present you crypto laptops, designed with cryptocurrency users in mind. Equipped to support a myriad of wallets and exchanges, these laptops are tailored for seamless cryptocurrency transactions. They offer enhanced security protocols to keep your digital assets safe. Crypto laptops ensures a secure and smooth cryptocurrency experience. It's time to take control of your online privacy and security. Venture over to CALIX Solutions and explore our Liberty laptops and crypto laptops. Don't forget, our affiliate program lets you earn $50 per sale. Visit calixsolutions.io now or call 7028458276 for more information, because your online safety is our priority.
All right, we are back. Now, Patrick, where am I wrong? I mean,
that's a loaded question.
That's okay. Where am I wrong with what I just said?
I don't think there's anything wrong with what you said. I think, as a matter of fact, it's pretty much dead on. I would say this about ETFs. I think as we approach the 21 million Bitcoin being out in circulation, the weight of the ETFs becomes even greater. It is exponential at some point. Everybody's going to be putting their shoulders behind this commodity, and if you don't have a piece of the action. Now, the big part of this is going to be from the regulatory perspective of where's your reserves? Where's your actual holdings in this particular cryptocurrency? You have to substantiate and verify that you do, in fact, have control over the Bitcoin that you're underwriting ETFs against. But it just magnifies the value associated with this. And again, I'll say Michael Saylor's a friggin' genius. And if you can't get into an ETF and don't want to bother doing that, then just get yourself some MicroStrategy stock and sit back and watch the show.
Yeah, because he'll use your money and just go buy more Bitcoin.
Right. And somebody had asked me today if their clients should be engaged in investing in Bitcoin ETFs, and I would say yes. I mean, these can be bought through brokerage firms. BitW is one that is I think it's the top 10, a mutual fund parlay, if you would, into cryptocurrencies. I think it's like 80% in Bitcoin, and then it kind of ramps down from Ethereum, et cetera. But you get a piece of everything in there. The top dogs are in that holding. So, and you can just go Bitcoin if you want, if you're a maximalist. But I think you're right on. I just don't think enough people realize that this, the train's in the station and the conductor's going, get on board, boys.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. If cryptos didn't exist, right? And we were in the same economic situation, inflation out of control, because it is, and the dollar losing value, where would you put your money if there weren't cryptos?
9mm rounds.
So you're buying precious metals.
Yeah, it's a 9mm round is comparable to blood type O positive. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is no other option, folks. Who in the hell is going to buy a 30-year American bond right now? Who's going to buy a 10-year when the 1 year is paying more than the 10-year?
Now there are mutual funds that you can participate in that are bond funds that would give you that advantage of the 5+% yield if you're looking for that, and you can get out at any time. So it's something to look into.
If you are making 5%, and I'm assuming that's annually.
Yeah, it is. It is. And this is a portfolio approach. It's not just I'm putting everything in there. I want to have a little bit here. I want to have a little bit there. Now, granted, I got out of 401k a long time ago. And I've put it in a variety of different places. And it's because you don't want your eggs in one basket. And I'm not going to get particular about it. And I would like to raise this point to folks who are making comments in the chat room about where they've invested things. This is Fight Club. The number one rule of Fight Club is we don't talk about Fight Club.
Nope.
Don't tell us that you just bought Bitcoin. Don't tell us that you just got Theta. Don't tell us that you just got Fetch, anything else.
Yep.
Because the walls have ears and people pay attention to this.
Yes, they do. And all right, we have 1 minute left, or a little about 1 minute. Patrick and I will be doing our usual CALIX Solutions cyber stuff at noon Eastern. Patrick, let them know how they can get a hold of you and CALIX Solutions and how they can watch our show at 12.
Sure. You can get a hold of us at 702-845-8276. Visit our website, which is calixsolutions.io. You can email us, info@calixsolutions.io. Certainly, and we'll get back to you. If you want to watch the program and get a subscription to it, one, you need to be an owner of a crypto or a Liberty laptop. Two, there's the cyber stuff, which is $5 a month. You can go into the portal, and from in there, CALIX Cyber Suites has the subscriptions available. There's the cyber stuff, and then there's the helpline. The helpline also gives you access to a live chat where you can ask us questions about Liberty laptop, your crypto laptop, what you should be doing about this. Hey, my battery started acting funky. How can I take care of it? Blah, blah, blah. Those things, along with seeing the videos, which are live and archived. So all available there as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Patrick. I will send you a link for, I have it tabbed right up here.
All right.
Sorry again, brother.
All right.
Hey, not much longer. We'll be fishing.
Yep, that's true. All
Love
right.
you, brother.
Love you. Take care.
All right, bye-bye. All right, folks. Now, we are going to switch over to the private server. And for the next hour and some change, we are going to break down the numbers on how the ETFs alone, just the global ETFs that are announced, is going to push Bitcoin to $500,000. Now, this is not me saying this. This is a guy who lives and breathes and dies by the numbers. So if you want to watch that with us and interact with us here, you take your phone, scan that right there, and that will take you to the private server link and will bring you right back here. There's a link under here that will also do that. It says private server. You click that link, voila. And on YouTube, it's easy on YouTube. You just click join. You choose private server membership. You join right there, brings you to the link. You click it right there. You're right back here. Over on Rumble, same thing. Join Rumble Locals on the private server selection, and it brings you right back here. All right? Everyone, see you on private server here in about 1 minute. Hold, please.